What's going on, guys? FlyingDBC here, and we're back with another Pokemon Masters video. And today we're going to be going over which event is harder, Entei or Cobalion. And it's going to be an interesting video because everybody's boxes of sync pairs will be different from each other. So take it with a grain of salt on what I say, because this is going to be based on what I think. Everybody's going to have their own opinions. So yeah, you could go about it with whatever way you want. But let's start off with Entei. So Entei, what was his gimmick? You have to flinch him basically, and that's really not that difficult because you have a lot of Pokemon that have like aggravation. So getting the flinches off is going to be more easier, I would say, because the chances of you getting a flinch are a lot high. They're very high. Because I know when I was using Pokemon that had a high flinch rate, I was getting them like maybe 9 out of 10 times, so it was pretty common. Like even with the Meowstic's paralysis, like I'm getting it off a lot, but there's those times with Meowstic where I'm doing like, I'm missing 5 times in a row, which is stupid. It's 90% accuracy, and I'm missing like 5 times in a row. But it is what it is, I guess. What can you do? If it's 100% accuracy, no, that came out wrong. If it's not 100% accuracy, it is 50%. Meowstic's paralysis is a 90% chance to hit. But like I said, not 100%, it is 50%. So that's it. But with Entei's gimmick, it is paralysis, flinch, like I said. But the thing with him is, even if you don't have a status condition on Entei, you're still going to be doing a ton of damage. You don't need to worry about having someone that can come in with burn or paralysis or whatever. Like, as long as you are able to flinch Entei, you're going to be fine, because then you don't have to worry about Entei hitting you like crazy. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, you could go in with Empoleon, Sync Nuke him, which would be super easy, and it is super easy, because Empoleon could do like 20,000 on a sync move and take out like one HP bar with one sync move. So it's crazy. But with the Cobalion, you can't really do that because you need a lot more that goes into it. Like, if you go in without a Pokemon that could put on a status condition, I mean, Charizard could definitely burn him and put a status condition on him. But the thing is, the heat wave, it's not really like a good chance of you getting the burn off. So that's why I feel Cobalion is harder, because if you don't have a status condition on him, he's going to be doing, like, you're going to be doing 50% less damage, or if not more than 50% less damage. So it's tough. It's definitely tough. But for me personally, Entei was a lot harder, just due to the fact that I did not have all my sync pairs leveled up and evolved and everything. So it was more difficult for me, because this is not my OG account. I lost my OG account from day one, like when the Pokemon Masters was in beta, and it was only in, like, you could only play it in certain regions at the time, because it was in beta, right? So that's my account. That account is gone. I don't know where it went. I forgot my password, so yep, that's it. So I just made this account when Red came out, so just been playing ever since then. I mean, I've been playing before Red anyways, but that account is gone, like I said. But also, these events will be different for everyone. Like, if you don't have Charizard or Delphox, it will be a little bit more difficult for you guys, just because obviously Charizard is a beast. Like, he's a powerhouse. So if you don't have him, the damage that you're doing is going to be a lot less. I mean, you can still do a lot of damage with other sync pairs in the game too, but the thing is, you're going to be missing out on a lot more damage. So you just got to be careful with that. Like, you could use Delphox in here. Delphox is definitely super good in here too. But if you don't have Charizard or Delphox, then good luck. Because you could use Torkoal and burn him and then do all that damage. But the thing is, once you get higher in the stages, like after you knock off 1-2 health bars, like Cobalion getting rid of the burn is gonna be a lot more frequent. Like the burn isn't gonna last as long. It's gonna last maybe 1 or 2 turns when you're attacking. So burn and all those other moves like sleep aren't really that great. That's why I prefer paralysis, because paralysis stays there until he uses his sync move or until you get down to a certain percent of his health bar, like now is gonna happen. So that's why I prefer paralysis on this event. But if you don't have none of those, the damage that you're doing is going to be a lot less. So you just got to be careful with that, because now he's going to sync move and then he's going to get rid of the paralysis. So then we have to go for the paralysis again. But with Entei, wow, okay, Charizard is gone. But with Entei, it's just all paralysis. But I mean, flinch. But if you don't have flinch, you can still do a ton of damage. You just need to worry about defending. You just need to worry about taking all those hits and then you'll be fine. But with Cobalion, no, you need to put a status condition on him. Otherwise, you can kiss your chances of winning goodbye. Because, like, Blast Bird, I'm doing like 5,000, 6,000 damage. But without the paralysis, I'm doing like 1,500 damage. That is a big difference in damage. So, that's why. Okay, so let me know what you guys think is harder for you. But I did beat this, as you guys can see. I basically beat it on accident, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. But Entei was harder for me because I'm going to go to my account right now. Like, I'm going to go to my medals, and I'll show you that I was not able to beat the event. So we're going to go to medals. Here we are. So I was able to get all of these medals for Cobalion, but I wasn't able to get all of them for Entei, just because I did not have a lot of sync pairs to beat it. And for a lot of players that are just starting out, you're not going to be able to beat Entei or Cobalion if you're just starting out. So like I said, the chances of you beating these kind of events are going to vary for everybody. And the difficulty is going to vary for everyone too. I mean, even for the top whales, these events will probably be a little bit difficult because a lot of luck plays into it. But in terms of luck factor and everything, Cobalion is probably a lot harder because you need to have the status condition moves which have a very low accuracy. Like, for example, Hypnosis is very low in accuracy. Quite a bit of burn moves have low accuracy. Paralysis has, like, it's not 100% accuracy either. So you could miss, and even if you miss one paralysis or sleep or burn, whatever, it could just ruin the whole strategy and timing of your gameplay. So it's definitely more difficult regardless of how you put it. Because with Entei, you just go in with Empoleon or someone that can sync move, and then you're good to go. But with Cobalion, you have a lot more that goes into it, and I feel it's more difficult. And you could take it with whatever way you want. But I think Cobalion is harder. Let me know what you guys think is harder. I mean, for you, that is. But if you want to go into which event is actually more difficult, like by a fact, let me know as well, because I'm curious to see what you guys think is more difficult in your eyes. But for me personally, I feel Cobalion is harder, even though I was able to beat it. Because I know when Entei comes back, or if he comes back, I'll be able to beat him for sure. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you guys on the next video.